The U.S. Secret Service has 3,200 agents. Putin's security service has 50,000. So what do 50,000 people actually do? They don't just stop bullets. They collect his biological waste. They jam every signal within range. They travel with encrypted phone booths and a $74 million armored train. In August 2025, American intelligence watched this system operate on U.S. soil. The Alaska summit was the first time a Russian president had visited American soil in a decade, and the first time Putin had set foot on a Western country since ordering the invasion of Ukraine in 2022. He arrived facing an International Criminal Court arrest warrant for alleged war crimes. The location was deliberate. Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson is America's Arctic Defense Command Center. Its F-22 Raptors regularly intercept Russian aircraft probing Alaskan airspace. The most recent intercept had occurred on July 22nd, just 24 days before Putin's arrival. 750 personnel descended on Anchorage for the summit. Hotels were booked solid. The University of Alaska opened dormitories for overflow. Russian intelligence officers slept kilometers from American Secret Service agents. But the most striking security arrangement wasn't the separation, it was the integration. Under diplomatic protocol, Russian Federal Protective Service agents were authorized by the State Department to carry firearms on American soil, at a military base designed to defend against Russia. Body for body, gun for gun. If America posted 10 agents at an entrance, Russia posted 10 facing them. If America placed a sniper on a rooftop, Russia got one too. Two enemy security apparatuses operating side by side. What American security could see was impressive enough. Putin traveled with approximately 80 to 100 security personnel. 30 to 40 were elite bodyguards from the Presidential Security Service, a unit within the Federal Protective Service that guards Putin at all times. The selection process is among the toughest in the world. Candidates must be between 21 and 35 years old, between 5'9" and 6'3", fluent in multiple languages, trained in operational psychology and counter-sniper tactics. By law, bodyguards must retire at 35 to maintain peak physical readiness. They operate in 4 concentric rings. The inner circle stays within arm's reach. These are the agents who will take a bullet. The second ring works plainclothes in crowds, identifying threats before they materialize. The third ring maintains visible perimeter security. The fourth ring consists of snipers and spotters on rooftops. Their equipment is distinctive. 9mm Gurza pistols capable of firing 40 armor-piercing rounds per minute. Bulletproof briefcases that unfold into shields. Kevlar umbrellas. In Alaska, American agents watched their Russian counterparts carry gear that doubled as both accessories and defensive weapons. But this visible security, the bodyguards, the rings, the weapons, is only the surface. What makes Putin's protection fundamentally different lies beneath. Putin doesn't just travel with bodyguards. He travels with what one analyst describes as a temporary electronic dictatorship. Before any presidential visit, advanced teams install radio and cellular signal jammers throughout the area. The purpose is threefold. First, prevent remote detonation of improvised explosive devices. Second, block electronic surveillance. Third, create a communications environment that only Russian security controls. Every smart device within proximity is assumed to be compromised and treated accordingly. Putin himself does not use a mobile phone. According to a former member of his protective detail who defected in 2023, the president communicates through secure landlines or portable encrypted telephone booths that travel with him. This electronic warfare capability has grown more sophisticated in recent years. Russian GPS jamming operations have expanded across Europe, affecting civilian aviation and shipping. The same technology that protects infrastructure now protects the president, creating dead zones wherever he travels. At the Alaska summit, American signals intelligence would have observed this bubble activating. Russian equipment creating interference patterns, securing frequencies, establishing a communications perimeter within American territory. But electronic warfare only protects against certain threats. There's another category of intelligence collection that Putin's security treats with even greater paranoia, and it has nothing to do with bullets or bombs. According to multiple investigative reports, including from Business Insider and Paris Match, Putin's security detail collects and transports his biological waste on every foreign trip. Feces and urine are reportedly sealed in special containers and flown back to Russia. The Kremlin has never confirmed this practice, but the logic behind it is well documented in intelligence history. Biological samples can reveal diseases, medications, hormone levels, stress indicators, and genetic vulnerabilities. For an intelligence service, a leader's health data is strategic information. This isn't unprecedented. During Mao Zedong's 1949 visit to Moscow, Soviet intelligence reportedly analyzed his feces using specially designed toilets that directed waste to collection boxes. Stalin wanted to understand Mao's health, and by extension, his decision-making capacity. Putin's security extends this principle further. Surfaces he touches are wiped clean to prevent DNA collection. Personal chefs and food tasters travel with him. A mobile food testing laboratory verifies every meal before consumption. In 2002, poison was reportedly discovered in jam at a Crimean hotel before Putin ate it. At the Alaska summit, this created an unusual dynamic. American hospitality protocols, the shared meals, the informal interactions that build diplomatic relationships, were filtered through a security apparatus designed to prevent any biological trace from remaining on foreign soil. Putin's real enemy isn't an assassin with a weapon. It's information. His security doctrine treats every interaction as a potential intelligence collection opportunity and defends against threats most leaders never consider. The Federal Protective Service, the FSO, is the agency responsible for Putin's security. It employs an estimated 50,000 personnel. For comparison, the United States Secret Service has approximately 3,200 special agents. But the difference isn't just size, it's authority. The FSO has legal powers that would be unconstitutional in the United States. They can conduct searches and surveillance without warrants. They can tap any electronic device near the president. They can execute body searches without the restrictions that govern American law enforcement. The organization traces its lineage to the KGB's 9th Directorate, the Soviet unit responsible for protecting party leadership. When the USSR collapsed, the security apparatus didn't. It reorganized, rebranded, and in many ways expanded. Former Putin bodyguards have gone on to become regional governors, military commanders, and cabinet officials. Protecting the president isn't just a security job in Russia. It's a pathway to political power. This creates an organization with unusual loyalty and unusual capabilities. A state within a state, devoted entirely to one man's survival. There's one element of Putin's security that couldn't come to Alaska: his preferred method of travel. According to leaked documents obtained by the Dossier Center and reported by CNN, Putin increasingly uses an armored train for domestic movement rather than aircraft. The reason is simple. Aircraft are easy to track electronically. Flight paths are filed, radar signatures are recorded. A train moving through Russia's vast railway network is far harder to locate in real time. The train itself is a mobile fortress. 20 cars, bulletproof walls, windows, and doors throughout. A gym with American-made hoist equipment. A medical suite with a ventilator, defibrillator, and patient monitor. A Turkish steam bath. Even a cosmetology center with radio frequency skin treatment equipment. Construction cost approximately $74 million. Annual upkeep runs another $15.8 million. The train carries no identifying numbers. It doesn't appear on public timetables. Secret railway stations have been built at Putin's residences. at Valdai, Novogaryovo, and his Black Sea compound in Sochi. For the Alaska summit, Putin had to fly, making himself more visible and more trackable than he prefers. It may explain why the visit was kept so short. With all this security, the bodyguards, the electronic warfare, the biological protocols, the 50,000-person agency, what did the Alaska summit actually accomplish? The meeting ended early, 3.5 hours instead of the planned 6. The joint lunch was canceled. No ceasefire agreement was reached. But Putin got what he came for: a red carpet on American soil, a handshake in front of F-22 Raptors, a ride in the American president's limousine. The analyst John Lemire wrote that the summit itself was a victory for Putin. After years as an international pariah, he was granted a photo with the US president on American soil. The security worked. The diplomacy didn't. August 15th, 2025. For approximately 10 minutes, Vladimir Putin sat in an American president's car on an American military base, surrounded by aircraft designed to stop Russian aggression. His security had created an electronic dead zone on American soil. His biological waste would return to Moscow. His bodyguards had stood armed, facing their American counterparts in a mirror image of mutual suspicion. Putin didn't come to Alaska to negotiate. He came to prove something: that he could stand on American territory, collect his red carpet photo, and walk away untouched. In that narrow sense, his security succeeded completely. If you want more coverage of how security and intelligence actually work, not Hollywood versions, real operations, subscribe to Military Briefing.